Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Dr. Amira from Fayza Arabic Centre. Today we are having the second half of the lesson that is dealing with nouns, الاسم. So we're going to talk about more features that has to do with الأسماء or nouns in Arabic. The basic thing that we're going to talk about today is how to convert an indefinite noun into a definite one. Lots of people are all the time under the impression that there is only one way of doing that, which is starting the noun with alif lam, and this is the only way of making an indefinite noun into a definite one. But actually, this is only one way out of three ways. So as we will see now, there are two more ways or techniques that we can use to convert an indefinite or change an indefinite noun into a definite one. The first one, as we have said, is just al. So in Arabic, indefinite nouns can be converted to definite nouns by by placing the article al, which means the in English as a prefix, which will result in the tanween, for example, dhamma, changing into only one dhamma, no tanween anymore. So bait, starting bait with al, is going to be al أو بيتٌ, adding al at the beginning, so it's going to be البيت. كتاب, adding alif lam at the beginning, like here. The tanween dhamma is going to change into the only one dhamma is going to, it will be al-kitabu. Likewise, rasulun, adding alif lam at the beginning, so it's going to have only one dhamma, and ar-rasulu. So again, the tanween at the end of the baytun, kitabun, rasulun, had to be removed, and only one dhamma at the end of these words when they start with alif lam, simply when they come to be definite. What about the other two techniques? The second one is attaching a pronoun to indefinite nouns, and this will also result in changing the tanween into no tanween, simply because now the word is definite. Why should we do that? Simply, we add, as you remember when we talked about the attached pronouns and the function, we said that when the attached pronoun appear at the end of nouns, they do that to refer to the owner of this word. So baytun, that is a house. A house. Now we are adding this ha with a dhamma, which means his. So no tanween at the end of bayt anymore. Only one dhamma is going to be baytuhu, his house. Kitabun, book, or a book. Adding kum, which is your plural, masculine or mixed gender. So it's gonna be kitabukum, your book. And your book in English is not that, let us say, accurate or clear about number of gender of the people you're talking to. But kum in Arabic is very clear that we're talking about a group two. We are talking to a group of people, and they are either all of them are men or they are mixed gender. So kitabukum means it's the book of you all. Rasulun, a prophet. Adding the na at the end, which means our. Now, Rasuluna, our prophet, and the tanween has vanished here and only one dhamma. So simply, every time we turn a word that is indefinite into a definite, we have to get rid of the tanween and have only one haraka at the end of that word, regardless of the technique or the way we have used to turn the indefinite word into a definite word. Type. The third and last technique here is adding another word. So attaching a proper noun to the indefinite noun will also result in getting rid of the tanween and having only one haraka. What does this mean? Now we have an indefinite noun here, which is here, for example, Rasulun, a prophet. Now adding this word to another proper noun, so Rasulun plus Allahu, so we would say Rasulullahi, Prophet of Allah. طيب بيت, a house, adding it again to Allah, gonna be Baytullahi, house of Allah. طيب عذاب, punishment. عذاب النار, as you can see, عذاب النار, after we got rid of the tanween, all tanween at the end of Rasulun, Baytun, عذاب, we got rid of the tanween, and we're having only one haraka, عذاب, only one dhamma now, and we would say عذاب النار, punishment of the fire. So in these examples, the second noun ending with a kasra will be explained in later lessons. This structure is called idafa, and we're going to talk about it in detail later on. And this is the lesson in which we will explain why the second word in this structure is ending with kasra, as you can see. Before moving on to the example, I would like to comment on something. Now, why is these three techniques turn in the indefinite nouns into a definite noun? Yeah, we can just memorize the three. We have three techniques, 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. But maybe it would help us better to understand why. What makes those techniques converting these indefinite nouns into definite ones? Taking them one by one. With regard to the al technique, we have said that it's just this one is very straightforward. It's just like in English, using a house and the house. So a house, it's any house, but the house, it means that I'm speaking about a specific house. It's all about the definite and the indefinite having this concept. I mean, indefinite is something common, anyone, but the definite is a specific one that we're talking about. And this is the answer to the two other techniques as well. So for example here, after I'm not talking about any house, I'm talking about his house. I'm not talking about any book, I'm talking about your book. I'm not talking about any prophet, I'm talking about our prophet. So if I am telling you, I have lost a book. I lost a book. I'm not specific. It's any book, and it is not. I'm not talking about a specific book, and you're not sure about which book I'm talking about. But if I come to tell you I have lost your book, now you know which book I'm referring to, and this means that it is a specific book in mind that both of us know which one this is. Similarly, I'm not talking about any Rasul, I'm talking about Rasulullah, the Prophet of Allah. I'm not talking about any house, but I'm talking about the house of Allah. I'm not talking about any punishment, it's the punishment of fire. So this is why in technique 2 and 3, since the indefinite word has been added to a pronoun that refers to its owner, or it has been added to another proper noun or another noun, this means that it made it definite. It made people understand which one we are talking about here. And this is why these three techniques turn the definite, which is, turns the indefinite, which is common and not specific, turn these words into a specific thing that we are referring to. طيب, let us now have some examples. First of all, examples for the first technique, which is adding al at the beginning of the word, the indefinite word, to turn it into a definite one. So, له ملك السماوات السماوات الأرض. Then, since we have agreed that since the word is definite, then it can never end with a tanween. Again, since the word is definite, then it cannot end with tanween, as we are going to see now. Again, تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم حتى يروا العذاب الأليم. In these examples, we have at the beginning alif lam, and it ends with one haraka. Alif lam, again one haraka, alif lam, and at the end one haraka. طيب, example B. A group of ayat again that represent the group B, which is adding the indefinite words to pronouns. So, قال له ربه. Now, ربه, it does not start with alif lam, but it is a definite word because it has been added to this ha. And of course, at the end of the word itself, there can never be a tanween. Likewise, وإذ تتلى عليهم آياتنا. I didn't circle عليهم because this is not a noun added to the attached pronoun, but rather it's a particle, a preposition. So we're focusing today only on nouns. Nouns added to attached pronouns to convert them from indefinite into definite words. So ربه, his Lord, آياتنا, our clear signs, or our signs, clear because of bayinat. So آياتنا is our signs. أولم تك تأتيكم رسلكم الرسل, prophets, come, your prophets or your messengers. Same thing, we have added an indefinite word into a definite, we added a indefinite word to a pronoun, attached pronoun, which turned it into a definite word. Now, examples for the third group, which is adding a noun to another. So فلعنة الله على الكافرين. لعنة الله. Allah's curse. ذلك فضل الله. That is the grace of Allah. رب السماوات. Lord of heavens, of the heavens. Now, as the book has noted, all these two words structure, that is noun being added to another, the second word all the time ends with a kasra, as you can see. And the reason for that we will learn later on, inshallah, when we are dealing with the lesson for the idafa, mudaf ilayh, or the addition technique, which is one of the most important techniques in Arabic. So we're going to learn about the reason for this kasra in that lesson, inshallah. Thank you so much. Please try to apply everything that we have said to the part of the Quran that you read every day. At least look for it. Yani it doesn't have to be more than this for now. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to have those questions, and will do my best to reply to them. Please have a look at all the material that can benefit you from our channel, and hope you get benefit from them, inshallah. Thank you so much. This was Dr. Amira from Fayza Arabic Center. Assalamu alaikum.